Hello, everyone. Welcome to a special edition of Automated. This is episode number 15, and we have some news to share with you today. We're deeply saddened by this, but we did want to take the opportunity to share with all of you what is going on with the show. So with that said, I will turn it over to John as he has some news that he'd like to share with you folks.
Yeah, it's tough news to bring. I'm sad and I'm excited, but I'm just going to go ahead and get it out of the way. For those of you who haven't heard yet, I have put in my notice with Microsoft. My last day here will be March the 19th of 2021. I am moving on to another cool opportunity where I'll get to go and build community and be in a leadership position and build a team and do a lot of great stuff for one of Microsoft's partner companies. And so this will be my last episode. Sadly, I won't get to bring the hype and the energy anymore as the host, but going to hand that torch off to Kent, and he's going to do his best to bring his best John impression every week.
We'll start with this and we'll see where it goes. Yes, no, we will. There's definitely no one that will replace John. We will absolutely miss you. We've had a lot of fun doing the show with you, and we'll deeply miss you. And we wanted to give you a bit of a send off here today. The show will continue. However, there is no replacing John. So you will solely be missed. That's absolutely for sure.
I appreciate it, guys. It means a lot. It's been fun. It's been a good show, and even outside of the show, just getting to hang out with you guys. Apostolis, we're gonna have to meet in person at some point. The only one I have not met yet, but man, it's been great getting to know you guys and hanging with you guys, and so I appreciate it.
Can I dedicate a song to you, John?
Yeah.
We will miss you, John.
That was so romantic, Pranav. Thank
you. So John, we've had a lot of laughs with you over the past few years working at Microsoft on the Flow team, and then more recently with the CAT team. But any sort of fond memories you want to share looking back? Anything that sticks out for you?
Yeah. Oh man, of course. We have some fun stories together, Kent. For those of you guys who don't know, Kent and I shared an office in a Microsoft building called Advanta. So Kent lives in Canada now and works remote, and I don't go to the office anymore. But there was a time when we were both there, and one day they decided they were going to move everyone's offices. And they asked us if we wanted to bunk up with people. And me and Kent were like, yeah, we'll share an office. Silly Kent, what a mistake for him. But we ended up sharing an office, and we found out that our office space that we were sharing wasn't actually an office. It was like we were part of the hallway. Like our desks literally ended up in a hallway. And like, so people are just whipping by us all day long. And so I'm like, I didn't like this. And I'm a bit of a drama queen. And so I made sure that this situation was not going to last a long time. And so I told Kent, I said, Kent, here's my plan. I'm going to make it so every other person going by doesn't want us in the hallway. And Kent, did I succeed?
Oh, definitely. I think we were there like 2, maybe 3 days, and we were out.
I did stuff like take my calls at full volume in the hallway, just not even go get a call room, just take them right there in the hall. I took my trash can and I moved it away from my desk into the center of the hall and like took shots of all my trash into the garbage. And when people tried to move the garbage can, I got really offended. Like, dude, don't touch my trash. And when people would walk by and use my trash, because that was a thing. They're in the hallway. They're in the hallway, and they would walk by and throw stuff in my trash can because I'm in the hallway. And I would just be like, yeah, no problem. You can use my trash.
And then what's even better, though, is the trash cans disappeared. And then what that ended up being is you would start using other people's trash cans in their office. So someone would be on a call, you would open their door, put your trash in their trash can, close their door, and then apologize. Be like, sorry, man. And then the funny thing was that you even did that to one guy you didn't even know, and then you actually became good friends with them. He liked drones, and you were best buddies with the guy. So it was quite comical. But yes, then there were some lovely teammates of ours that actually decided to bunk up together so that we could take over one of their offices, and they were really nice. They were some flow engineers, and then we got our own office, and that worked out for the better.
Everybody was happier. Everybody.
Yeah, no, definitely. And then we got moved up to the 7th floor, and then they kept us together because
they were like,
Kent's was a little loud.
Yeah, they're like, Kent's the only one who can deal with John. Let's keep him there.
A memory that comes up for me was you came up to Canada once. I guess a couple times. We went
a few times.
Yeah. And you've got some Canadian heritage. You've got a French name. You've grandparents from Quebec. But there was something that caught you off guard a little bit with your heritage and Gatorade. We were skiing, and you were like, "Oh, I'm thirsty. I need a Gatorade." And you see there's this like purple colored Gatorade, and you're like, open it up, and you're like, "Wow, Canada is cool. They've got Raisin Gatorade." And little did you know that it was just because we have bilingual labels. It was actually grape. It was grape Gatorade, but it was purple.
I was amazed. I was like, wow, Canada has exclusive flavors? Like, why would they choose raisin?
We do have ketchup chips. It's not too far from the truth, I guess.
Listen, ketchup chips are no joke. If you've never been to Canada or had a ketchup chip, do yourself a favor and get some. And the UTZ brand, those are the best ones.
Definitely. Now, you also had another drink in Canada that was quite funny too.
Oh man! So Kent, we're skiing, right? And like they keep talking to me about a Caesar, which is a Bloody Mary with Clamato. Okay, and if you don't know what that is, it's like a clam beer. It's gross. It's not a good thing. And so, I'll try anything. When I go around the world, people always offer me all sorts of crazy stuff. You got to try this. You got to try that. And so I'm like, yeah, okay, a clam Bloody Mary. I'll try it. Big mistake. Terrible drink. Don't ever have one. A Bloody Mary is like, it's not that good of a drink because tomato juice to me is not that great. But then when you add clam, somehow it makes it so much worse. It was sorry to all my Canadian friends, not trying to insult your love of your Caesar, but I had one and I was like, wait, this is the hype. This is what everybody's talking about. I did not get it. I didn't. I think Gabriel actually drank it. I think he ended up finishing it. I ordered something else. I couldn't even do it.
And the funny thing was, like, we're on the ski hill in Banff, like, one of the most beautiful places in all of Canada. I think they might have even had a sign like "World's Best Caesar," something like that. And you had one sip of this and like, this is horrible. Like, how did we get here? That's a lie. And I need something else.
Yeah, that's pretty right. Okay, if we're telling skiing stories, I got one. So Kent is a crazy good skier. Okay, don't ever let him talk it down or like downplay it. If you go skiing with Kent, just be prepared. He's like world class. Okay, and so I always took myself as an okay skier, and so I'm like, yeah, let's go try some stuff, and I'm letting Kent lead the way. Big mistake. He took me to this hill, and it was it's called Rock Garden because what this hill is actually like a landslide of rocks that gets covered in snow, and then it's really steep, and you have to make really tight turns. The moguls, if you don't know what a mogul is, it's those bumps in the ski hill that you ski between. The moguls were like 6 foot tall, okay, and so it's a death hill. It's a double black diamond. It's one of the scariest things. You're like, I get to the top of this thing and I'm looking down it and I'm like, no way. I'm walking out of here. And so funny enough, earlier in that day, I had told Kent, I said, Kent, if you want to get me to do anything, you just got to put a 10-year-old kid out in front of me. And when the 10-year-old does it, I'm going to have to go do it because I cannot be shown up by a child, right? And so I'm getting ready to turn around and Kent just goes. He's like, all right, dude, I'll see you at the bottom. And he goes down the hill and I'm still sitting there at the top like, oh, I don't know about this. I don't know about this. And then all of a sudden, these two little like 6 or 8-year-old kids just ski right by me like it's nothing and just down the mountain like. And so now here I am sitting there with my own words in my ears. I can't be shown up by kids. And so I went down that stupid hill and oh my God, it was terrible. I made it down alive, but
did you walk or did you ski down?
I skied down. After the kids skied down, I had to ski down. A little 8-year-old kid cannot show me up. If he's going down, I'm going down.
These kids were good. They were good. I would say that. But yeah, Gabe and I were having a ball. We were having a blast watching you. We could like hear you swearing all the way down, cursing us out. And yeah, that was fun. That was a good time, man.
That was good. Hey, so I don't know if we ever settled this on air. In one of our earlier episodes, we had a bet, Pranav and I, about what beer Kent was drinking in his hot tub on his vacation. You think he's just hanging out in his hot tub, Pranav?
I bet he's having a Rainier in his hot tub.
Yeah, yes. A Pilsner in his hot tub. That's what he would say.
No, I think it's a Rainier.
You think so? Oh, okay, good.
We can have a bet on it.
Let's bet on it. Kent, upon your return, you're going to have to confirm for everyone who is right. Kent, did we ever settle that? Did we ever bring that to the air?
So I don't think we did. We did. So
do you remember back?
I remember this is back in the summertime. I was on vacation.
Yep.
And so it was. So I think the reality is neither of you were right. So because I was out of the region. So you're right. I know Rainier is not considered the toast of Washington, but it's actually, I kind of like it, right? So when I lived down in Washington there, I was like, hey, you'd go to the Seattle games, like the Mariners, and they served Rainier, and like this ain't bad, or even the Seahawks games, right? So I was actually kind of pumped when I found it in Canada. Of course, they treated it as an import, which I'm sure all of you Washingtonians just cringe at. But anyways, so that's where the bet came from because, I was pretty excited. I texted John and he's like, dude, like, what's wrong with you? But anyways, I had this. And then also we've got the sort of the local Saskatchewan beer, which is Pilsner. And so, but I was actually out of the region. And so the reality was I wasn't drinking either of them. But what did happen was in my fridge at the time, there was Pilsner. So whoever had chosen Pilsner would have won that, although not officially because I was out of the region at the time.
You know what? Almost only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades. We are both still the loser, but I will take that I was closer.
I will actually ask Apostolis, do you approve of the Pilsner or the Rainier?
Pilsner, of course. Of course.
Now you've sealed it. You just went for double or nothing and lost. Now I am the official winner. Thank you.
I was hoping my German friend will like.
No, I mean, we have hundreds of sorts of beers here, so I think Pilsner is pretty good.
Pilsner is.
We should plan an Oktoberfest trip.
Yeah.
And do an automated special over there for like a whole month.
So guys, listen, our wonderful new president just announced that all Americans will be able to get the vaccine by May 1st. And if that happens, and I go and get my vaccine, yeah, he's pushing all the states to make it available to every adult May 1st. So when that happens, I want you to know that John will begin his world tour again. And I would love to come and hang out for Oktoberfest in Germany. That would be would be amazing. It's a dream of mine, for real. Like, I've gone and done Oktoberfest. We have a little German town here called Leavenworth. And so I've gone and done Oktoberfest there a few times. It's a little Bavarian town. And so it gives you that feeling, you're like, oh, this is cool. Imagine how great Germany would be. And so to go and do the real thing is one of those John bucket list items. It's something I got to do.
You have to do that. And please come over.
And
okay.
we can pitch a tent. I see a place outside Apostolis backyard. There's a place to pitch a tent. So
Pranav, you go ahead and pitch a tent. I'm going to get an Airbnb a few doors down. We'll be good.
Hey, social distancing.
That's right. Yeah, it's been a great time. I've had a lot of fun here. I've caused a lot of trouble, which has been fun too. It's right on the John brand. I got one more story to share actually, and it's a quick one. With Kent early on, one of my first times speaking was at Build in 2018, and Kent and I got to speak there together. And it was funny because we were kind of running behind on time, and we were trying to find where we were going to speak. And Kent hadn't had a chance to hook up his equipment to test it out to see, if the connections were going to work and stuff. And so we're trying to find our way to where it is we're supposed to speak. And we're probably, 15 minutes away. We can't find it. And Kent's like, I need to test my damn laptop. And so he's like, I'm going to pull a John. And he just goes up to one of the empty stages and hooks up his laptop and starts testing stuff out. And I'm like, so Kent, wait a second. Did you just ignore the rules, decide you were going to do whatever you wanted and say, I'm going to pull a John? And I think it was one of my proudest moments ever. My proper Canadian friend ignoring the rules and pulling a John. I loved that. That was a great moment.
I think I unplugged someone's laptop to plug mine in.
That's even better.
So, moral of the story, if you're stuck, pull out a John.
Pull a John. That's right.
Yep. That's it.
Yep.
That's my favorite line. No.
Cool.
It's the subtle art of not giving a bleep.
Well, we should wrap this up. But John, we'll miss you. Thanks for everything. We've become good friends and good colleagues, and it'll all continue after, but it won't be the same. So thanks again for helping us establish this show and help grow it to what it is today. And maybe we'll have you come down later on the show and visit us because you are going to be working for a Microsoft-related partner that does have connectors for the Power Platform. So maybe we'll have you back and talk about how to automate workloads using that specific technology as well.
Love that. That would be awesome. I'm just gonna say also thank you to all you guys who've been viewing, who've sent in questions and comments, who've left us feedback. Appreciate all you guys coming along every week. This show is going to continue to be great. Kent is going to take up the torch and be a fantastic host. So continue to tune in, and I will also be tuning in. So check for me in the comments.